Hello and welcome to Leilani Drinks the Brown Stuff. And I'm your host, Leilani, in our renovated barn because it's been getting dark super late. And no one, especially me right now, during intermittent fasting can be drinking at 9-10 o'clock at night. So we're doing it in the afternoon, believe it or not. And I love it. A little different, of course, it's after lunch, but hey, gotta work what you can work. And you know, with the play closing, which was wonderful and beautiful, we had rave reviews. Someone decided to spread their COVID on us. That's right. And Mama, who's been cold and flu free for 25 years and haven't touched upon the COVID and the Rona for the last 2 years, got her a piece. I'm feeling good. Maybe it was the whiskey, y'all. So take that into consideration. A little sip of some whiskey every now and then might do your body a little good, because Mama only got a little congested cough and 1 day of exhaustion. So yay to whiskey. I'll put it on whiskey on some of that, and kimchi. I have to do it that way too. Now, I saw this cool looking bottle on the shelves at grocery outlet and I was just like, yes, and that of course was before the vid, so don't worry, I wasn't out and about during the time. And I was just like, I gotta have it. Now, we got it. So tonight we are getting into 72 straight bourbon whiskey. It cost me roughly about 25 bucks. And when I looked on some of the sites that sold this whiskey, it's gonna run you roughly $25 to $30. It is 80 proof. It is 40% ABV. And they are underneath a wholesaler called Appalachian Ventures, whom I've never heard of before. It is 80% white corn. They were very specific with that. And it's super cool because most of the time when they tell you it's corn, they don't tell you what type it is. So this one did. 80% white corn, 20% rye. It's been aged for about 4 years with the chill flock. Ooh, new terminology. That's right, I said it, chill flock. You learn something new every day. And basically, chill flock is the cloudiness of the whiskey, why it looks all smoky and hazy. Some people don't want to see that. They like their whiskey clear. That's when it is chill filtered. So non-chill filtered, you can use the cool words of chill flock and seem like you know what you're talking about. Lesson number 100. It seems like as we go through this. Now, what was weird was as I went to the sites to try to find out more about this whiskey, it was hard to come by. And even when I punched in the 72 distillery that's supposedly located in Smithville, Texas, again, nothing. Now, there is a blurb written by the creator, the distiller, the founder, I don't know who he is, who's been in the whiskey business for 35 years, but has no mention of the name anywhere on anything, stating the inspiration of this whiskey. And his son ended up passing in 2016 at the age of 29 in his sleep. Number 72 represents his son's football jersey. And in the painting on the side, it shows that it looked like Roche, R-O-C-H-E. He states that his son's name was Brian, so Brian Roche was the name. He does have some closing words for his son on the back of the whiskey, which is obviously so much whiskey love and things that I love that whiskey peeps do. So to the many happy memories that we shared, to the many lives you touched so profoundly, to my favorite whiskey drinking friend, to the game you gave your all, to my son and number 72, this whiskey was made in remembrance of you. How bomb is that? So I love it, I'm all about it, and I'm here for it. So let's go ahead and crack open this bottle. And we got some plastic wrapped So let's see. I think I see some preparation. There we go. And on the bottle, there's a small little football, and it does say small batch, kind of cool. I don't know if they wanted to give this kind of a jersey look with the shoulder pads and everything, but the shape of the bottle is obviously super awesome. And I'm digging this cork too. Oh, it's loud. Wait for it. Uh-oh. Well, that was a tiny little pop, but you know, hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh, woman's pose. Oh, woman's pose. Gotta get that woman's pose. All right. Woohoo. Now, oh, you know what I didn't do was smell it. Oak, clean. It smells like like a touch of smoke. Cork smells like nothing. Just smells corky, which is, you know, what it is. Now, there's the cloudiness. If you guys can take a look at that. So it's not as clear. And I'm totally open. Chill filtered, non-chill filtered. Give it to me all if it's delicious. Give me that chill flock. I smell some of the orange zest, and definitely it feels like the ethanol's coming through. So it's making it hard to smell any kind of normal layers and flavors that I would like to sniff out. A little bit of bread, and I want to say like a blackberry. Some orange zest, but you know, that's what I expect. But the usuals, the honey, the cinnamon, I'm not getting through to that. And maybe it's because it's non-chill filtered, which is super cool. So let's taste it. That was interesting. It was like a jagged smooth. Like there was definitely the pop, and it was interesting, and then all of a sudden it went down very smoothly. Also, the orange zestiness, which doesn't have a full flavor to it, is kind of the prominent tone that sits on top of your tongue when you first taste this. Kind of grassy, I guess, you know, a little dirty grass is what I'm tasting. It has kind of the slight bourbon feel, but not all of its smoothness, which is very off and different. And because the taste profile is not coming through, it just seems to be just murky bourbon, I'm not feeling like I'm getting the usual earth and wood and all that other stuff that sometimes are layered in bourbon, along with the cinnamon, the vanilla. None of that's coming through right now. It's just kind of an orange zesty kind of thing. Maybe it's the vid, but I haven't been missing out on any of the flavors on any of my food all week. So Leilani Drinks the Brown Stuff has to give 72 straight bourbon whiskey 2 kisses. Because although it's not straight up the worst thing I've tasted, it does have an interesting feel and kind of like a murkiness to it. It just doesn't have all the other sweetness, the slight sweetness, the slight, you know, hints of honey and cinnamon and all that other good stuff that I like in a good bourbon, a good rye, a good whiskey. There doesn't seem to be any kind of layered flavor profiles except some of the orange zest, the pop. So I have to say, with this 72 whiskey, I mean, the story behind it, beautiful. Straight up touchdown. But the execution of it all, I'd have to say, they missed the extra point. Cheers.